Beyond the Bridge, episode 16, week 16, session 16, part 2. This is part 2 of episode 16. And we're joining Brodgar, Carson, Pickle, and Obo once again in the magical woods, about half a day's walk from Haven. They're standing at the precipice of a cave of worked stone. A curious individual, armoured and bulky, heading back to Haven. And they've still got the better part of the day to go, so what's the plan? What are you going to do?
I
Continue on.
Yeah, I think we keep moving on and trying to fight the
Yeah.
place.
So, move and roll.
Yeah. Head southwest.
Carson, still sure we are on the right track.
I probably use the navigate thing.
Okay. And, yep, move and roll again. Okay. Hang on a second.
This is like swampland, no?
This is like steppe. It's like it's dry, well, dryish. It's not like
Okay.
marshy or boggy. It's just like kind of barren. The grass is
Okay.
like far between. It's quite dusty. It's that kind of thing. And I think as you're walking, Carson Foley, you recognise this area, and you're able to alert everyone. You begin seeing these large kind of like thorny bushes growing up and around the area. And before those among you, Pickle and Obo, with good woodsman's knowledge, are able to identify this as razor vine, a lethal vine which will shred you apart if you simply wander through it, Carson's like, oh, yeah, yep, that's razor.
Yeah, there's nothing interesting here.
This entire area is just like infested with thick vine with coarse blade-like roots, and I think this is drawing time to have the first rest. So, are you going to save your action for some navigating, or are you going to safe camp?
Do we want a safe camp?
I think I see the ruins
I don't
off to the
feel like
southwest.
dying in my sleep.
I would go for navigate.
Yeah,
I
well,
would.
no.
You can see. I think you can see the ruins on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
For
imagining
safe
that
camp.
Pickle's like standing on top of someone's shoulder going, I can see him!
we can
I can see him
have
there!
safe camp.
But yeah,
That's
just safe.
I'm a
Safe
full
camp.
camp.
Let's safe camp.
Okie dokes. So, during the night, there is the opportunity for a wonderful spot of RP in the form of a inspirational scene. And I have a strong desire to see Brodgar in jail.
Okay.
So, first off, does anyone have a scene for inspiration that they would like to enact?
Well,
I thought as much. So, Brodgar, would you like to have a scene? And you can have a flashback while you're in jail, like thinking about something that's outside the jailhouse, but I want the scene to like fade in as like as you lie down your pillow, fade in on you awakening, all groggy-eyed in a prison
Yeah.
cell. And you can
Yeah,
go
so-
from there.
let's see. Brodgar starts slowly waking up in this dark jail, and his like head is throbbing like he's been very drunk, and you know it's hard to get the dwarf drunk, so it's been quite the night, and he has this terrible bruise on his shoulder throbbing from this stone that some random guy threw at him one day. Still kinda hurting. And he's like slowly starts remembering the events of the last day, where he started to gather around all kinds of wood from around the town of Haven, and gathering them to the town square, like very close to where Carson was shouting today, and then he set this pile of wood on fire and like started making all kinds of weird rituals around the fire, losing clothes while he was doing this, like maybe throwing his gloves to the fire to feed the flame, and from there the town guard soon found him dancing half naked around this fire, and they put it out pretty quickly, and I passed out. After that, they carried me to the jail, and now I'm barely clothed in this jail. My face and hair are even more burned than they were after the incident with the shroom things, and there's this rat nibbling on my toe, and I wake up and I slowly walk to the door of the jail and start shaking the door and hoping for some guard or some other to arrive and explain what the heck happened. Why am I here? I did nothing wrong, just setting the town almost on fire.
Okay, so it's your scene, so you can play this out how you want. But the skivvy from the guard is that you set someone's beard on fire. Like I don't know if this was like you picking up a burning branch and like leaving it in his face, or he just like stumbled drunkenly into the fire. But like some guys like joined you in the beardless parade.
Okay. I think it was some other very drunk guy, and we started this our ritual dancing together with waving some torches, and this torch that I was waving around might have hit this other guy on the face during our little prance, and he didn't like that, so I think he was the guy who knocked me out cold before I was carried to jail.
Okay. So, does anyone have a question for Brodgar about this? And if you have a question, then it's inspiration for both of you.
I have a question, but my question's not as important, so I'm wondering if somebody else has a question instead.
Can we all ask questions? Like,
First one to ask a question gets the inspiration.
I've taken this opportunity too many times, so yeah, I let it over to She-Man.
Whilst you were in jail, was there by chance a burly man of color playing a harmonica?
I have not heard of this event. There might have been.
On another note, who threw that stone, huh? Who threw that stone?
I was just coming out from bar this one day.
There's
Well,
no way you're getting inspiration from that. You just dropped it in the dirt. Like, if there was a hole in the ground that you could possibly bury something in, you jumped in that hole and started digging.
I have a question. Is it known by the townspeople or us, this event?
I mean, what is this event known by the townspeople?
Yeah, and or us that could bother you about it.
I mean, it was a bonfire in the middle of the town, so the people who were around might know about this, but and it depends on how fast word goes around in Haven, but I don't think it's like it was a small fire, maybe, so it's not like the whole town burst on flames or anything like that. So the people who pass by
remembers
know.
But that's not how it's told. Okay, so Brodgar and Carson, you both get inspiration. And
Can I ask more question? I'm actually curious.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Why did you, like, what purpose did you start this fire? More than being drunk? Was it like some religious practice? In
Well,
which case, what god?
It's caused my god I felt kind of abandoned after I almost died in that blazing inferno of mushrooms last time. So I wanted to, as a complete drunk right there, I felt that it was necessary to make some kind of a sacrifice or a bonfire, like a sign of my belief that I still believe in my God. I don't know if that was the brightest idea, but I don't care.
You sacrificed a man's beard. So,
Good
Right.
ideas aren't made drunk.
Okay. So, Hrothgar and Carson, you both get inspiration. I think you both know what this does. Advantage on a roll. Use it before the roll is made. Okay. So, when the light of the morning sun comes up, and you all begin to rouse and break camp, perhaps there's a moment, Hrothgar, as you're rousing from this like hazy recollection of your time in Haven, where you forget that you don't have a beard anymore, and your hand maybe goes up to your burnt skin, and then what look do we see on your face?
It's just a look of disappointment and sadness and but determination that it will grow back someday. And then I scratch my head and there's like a huge lump of like bare skin where any hair hasn't grown at all because it's burned so badly.
Okay, so I think we see that, and then travel. So you're walking out across this this broken step. So Pickle, not Pickle, Hrothgar, you're the navigator. Move, roll,
Yes.
move, roll. So just roll 2d100.
2D100.
Yeah, I mean one and another.
There's one. There's two.
Okay, so you encounter nothing on the way to the ruins of Belcame, but to those of you that have been to the ruins of Belcame before, you notice the difference. Where the ruins were previously like this broken village, burnt out houses, husks. There's now a verdant forest of not like massive trees, but easily the size of the village buildings, such that you can see like burnt, broken timbers, and then these like leafy canopies sprouting out, so that it's almost as if the burnt husks are other trees. But there's those of you among the group that know of nature, you would know that these trees have grown too quickly. But yeah, so you see this. Is the plan still to just head straight in?
to the town hall, try to
I
sneak
wanna
around a
quick-
bit, I guess.
I want to quickly be all like, so guys,
Yeah.
where is the ruins?
It didn't look like that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, this
Wait.
is it.
Like what? Where? The trees? The trees can't be the ruins. That doesn't make any sense. Is it those pixies? Do I have to throw rocks at it? I remember Asham told me to throw rocks at things.
Yes, it's a good rule. As long as
Okay.
it's not human. Or something that might get aggressive. You might accidentally throw a rock at a pack of rats and they might try to kill you.
That's fine,
Yeah,
but we always have to make sure.
sure. Yeah, let's carry on to the town hall, I guess.
So you're heading into the ruins, and the plan is to try and sneak or take a direct route. What's the plan?
Do any of us have any idea of how to talk with fairies?
Would that be like Fae?
Sylvan.
I can't speak Sylvan. Oh no,
Well,
I
they
can't speak
understood
Sylvan.
common.
Yeah,
But I find the best way to speak to them is to stick them in a lamp and shake them up a few times. They're more willing to talk after that.
messaging.
I don't suppose there'd be any druidic messages, would there?
No druid.
Okay.
On a metagaming level, Streamer, you have gather information, right? So you could technically try to find if you know anything that would be usable to strike a deal with fairies.
What?
Bear
Uh,
in mind that the gather information he has is limited to what is it? Is it powerful or is it valuable? So he has to word the question in one of those ways. So what
well,
you're asking would be something the Fae
Impossible.
desire. What is
could
it?
I roll something check to find this out?
Yeah, you could try to roll a check, but if you were using the rumors, it would have to be something valuable to the Fae. What is it? You know,
Is this history arcana?
this would be nature.
Oh god, no.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
So you want to know what would be valuable to bargain with the Fae. You know that the Fae in general are fickle creatures, and that things that interest men do not interest them. Some are interested in shiny objects, some are interested simply in the sounds of laughter. However, in regards to these Fae, you've heard rumours that they are malicious and foul.
Oh.
So perhaps they would delight in pain and suffering. If you
Oh,
had some
oh,
means of increasing their bounty of destruction, then you would certainly be able to barter with them. Or at least you feel that.
So burn their trees.
Are they smart?
If we knew a weapon that or a secret. Oh, if we told them where Cora Dwayne was. No, we can keep that for later. So, we should probably
Wait.
sneak around, fellas.
Oh wait, are pixies intelligent?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, Pickle would
Can
know
anyone
this.
actually sneak?
Well, let's find out. Could everyone roll a stealth check?
I
I mean-
cough before I start doing this, meaning I activate my beast speech.
Okey-dokes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, actually pretty good.
So Brotka has a disadvantage on stealth.
There it is. There it is, right there. Okay, so the plan is to head straight to the center of town,
Oh, yeah.
making sure you're slightly hidden and get to the mayor's house. That's the place you want to investigate, the town hall. Okay, so
Yeah.
Brotka, could you roll a d100, please?
God damn it. That's
40. Okay. And
40 pixies.
Obo. Okay, interesting. And notes. Do. Do. Okay. Okay. And okay. Interesting. Okay, so you begin to enter into the ruins of Belkane, and as you enter in, the sun sets almost in the blink of an eye behind you, and you find yourselves not in a light spruce forest populated by the burnt-out wrecks of the village of Velheim. You find yourself in a vast, sprawling network of massive trees stretching easily to the stars. You can see the stars above you and branches stemming from tree to tree, the boughs laden with lush green leaves that drip with cold moisture. And as you walk through this, it's kind of surreal because you can still see windows and doors and whitewashed cobbled stone at the bottom of these trees, as though it's not that a forest has grown around a village, but that the village itself has sprouted, reaching upwards. So, there's this moment where you're walking down this cobbled road. On each side of you, there are houses whitewashed with doors ajar, vacant windows with their shutters closed, and where the thatched roofs are, they just turn into solid wooden bark that reaches sky high. And as you're walking through, you see the mayor's house in the center of town. It's a dark, kind of whitish color, almost looks grey. So this is the tree, and it's just this massive tree, and you can see the boughs of the mayor's house just reaching out and touching all the other trees, almost like it's the world tree from Norse mythology. And as you're just getting to within like the range where you can see the door and the yawning abyss beyond, you see a figure standing in the center of the road. At first you think it's just another tree, because this place is filled with them, until you realize it's maybe about 5 feet tall and has like 2 branches sprouting out of it, and its trunk is split into 2. And it turns to look at you. And Pickle, you are obscured, you're still hidden. As the rest of them are sighted, you're somewhere out of sight. Are you perhaps behind one of the trees, or have you been keeping a distance, or is it simply your diminutive stature that has caused you to remain unnoticed?
How close are the buildings together?
It's like a village. So this place, when it was, well, it's bigger than Haven, but it's not a metropolis or a city or anything. So the building's wide enough for a horse and cart.
Yeah, I've just been flitting from alleyway to alleyway.
Okie dokes. So you see this living tree, Barotka Carson and Nobo, and it smiles beatifically towards you.
Hello.
Hi.
Can a tree smile? Like, do
A
we
tree?
know that this smiles?
So you see the tree, like, kind of molt, like when a snake sheds its skin, and a woman steps out of it. Her skin is a dark green, her hair brown and filled with like leaves, and when it moves you can hear that kind of creaking sound of wood. And as she like extends her hand towards you, you notice with a sense of an alarm something growing out of it that, unlike the rest of it, is not this muted kind of natural color, but a gleaming steel, like this perfectly polished blade just slides out of it, and it's almost as though it's extending it to you, pointing it to you. What do you do?
Hello, how are you doing? My name is Carson. A pleasure to meet you.
I keep
Can
my
I attempt
warhammer
to
on the
commune
belt,
with it in Druidic?
Yeah, go for it.
Druidic.
Basically, I'm just going to be like, we mean no harm, creature of nature. I am a druid. These are my friends. Could you please let us pass?
Okay. Roll a d20.
I don't think it means anything, but I'll take it.
Maybe
Okay.
really good or really bad.
So the creature it lowers its arm slowly, the one with the blade like jutting out of it, and it speaks to you in Druidic, but it's halting and slow. It's definitely not Druidic. It's definitely not its first language, and it says, "Of course." And it
Okay.
begins to move to the side.
What should it say? Oh well.
Now,
Talking.
Carson,
What should it say?
I don't care. Just behave. And then I look at Rodcar. Behave. Got it.
Keep talking to it.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Without alarm.
Couldn't we extract anymore? I wish to connect mentally with it if I'm inside 30 feet.
Okay. So you approach within telepathy range and you reach your mind into its.
Hello, I'm Carson Fall if you didn't understand me earlier. What are you doing here?
You get the impression that it can respond, but isn't.
You're being really ominous right now.
You get the feeling that it would correct your pronunciation to ominous, but it's
Sorry,
a tree
Sweden.
lady.
I have really bad pronunciation. um, you know,
Is there any way for me to tell that Carson's doing this?
No, it's telepathy, so it's just
I
silent.
smile at it gleefully.
I poke Carson and I'm like, let's keep moving, hey.
I want to. Do you understand common? So I don't have to speak to her. Can I see any reaction at all?
Do you say that or use?
Yeah, I say that mentally.
It like cocks its head at Obo, and then turns, looking beyond it to the center of town, and then just kind of continues standing there, just off to the side of the main path, like waiting for you to pass it.
I've passed it. I'm gone. I'm out. I don't want to be here.
Okay, so Obo, you step past it. Brodgar, Carson, and Pickle, what are the rest of you doing? Pickle, are you still hidden or are you stepping out? Carson, are you following Obo?
Oh, this is killing me, both as a player and as a character.
So as Carson is like trying to communicate, I'm there like poking him, like let's go, and looking at Obo like he's going already. So I'm really eager to just go and follow Obo and leave Carson here with this wood thing.
You know what? Let's do this. So I communicate mentally, don't I say? So great tree thing. Might you be more cooperative, as we truly mean no harm and ill will?
Oh my god, no.
I get fed up and
Um,
start walking towards Obo at this
so-
point.
This is what happens, Carson. You feel that it is able to respond, but does not.
Oh, it can't be shown, fuck.
Your spell is wasted, however.
Yeah, alright, I start walking. Fuck. Alright. But it is great
Creatures that
energy.
can't be charmed are immune to this fact.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so, Brodgar, you follow with Carson. Obo, you're already there waiting for them. Pickle, you're, like, sequestered. Like, do you follow them discreetly? Do you just step out of hiding?
Oh, I'm trying to follow discreetly.
Okay, dokes.
I don't-
So Pickle, you're still hidden when Carson and Brodgar pass. Carson, as you walk past the creature, it suddenly moves with the speed of a striking mantis, and it lunges towards you, its blade extended. Time for initiatives. Surprise attack on Carson. Say that again, Carson.
I refuse to fight this thing. Oh.
What's that?
Do, do, do. Oh.
Oh, sorry, I need a token.
Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. So, Pickle, you are able to put yourself wherever you want. So, when you see your token, feel free to position yourself as you want. Obo, you're over there. Let's see if we can have a token layer. So if you imagine this is like the town square, there's roads going off it and such. Well, roads. There are tree-like paths leading off in various directions. put an alleyway there for Pickle to hide in. Doop. Doop. Doop.
What are those?
Okay. What a what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what those are, but those are worrying.
Okay.
If
So
only I hadn't wasted all my spells.
yeah, that is a good thing. So yeah, if you want to click on your tokens and roll initiatives,
It's going well.
Carson, you need to learn to just not.
No, sorry, I must know. Can't.
I know you must know.
Yeah, I
I'm
must
also
know.
a curious man, but these are creatures of nature, and nature is unpredictable.
That, so is the outer gods of weird things and tentacles. Oh, yeah, right.
19, 4, 10, 4.
mhm,
I'm glad one of us rolled over 10.
okay.
Yeah. This is going to be hard hit. Right.
Okay. So doop, doop, doop.
Wait, where'd that 21 roll come from? What?
Above your initiative, over.
Could you place a token of my minion as well?
It doesn't matter since it can't attack.
I can spend my action to have it attack.
Oh, interesting. In which case, let's see. What do we have for a minion? Let's give it an M. Do I have an M?
It isn't that
I have an
important.
M. M. Okay. Do.
I
So
wonder if
which
that's
one of the-
attack of opportunity master for minions?
No.
Alright.
Have you got like an imp?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's a weird.
Doop. There you go. You can see a tiny little M for you. And I need to make note of. Okay. And okay. Cool. So as you step past it, Carson, it like just lunges forward with a speed that's it's like when you've been watching someone stand really slow and move really slowly and then not react and just kind of stand there. You're like, is it moving? Oh well, I'll just go past it then. And then it suddenly moves. It's like someone standing very still and then jump scaring you, except with a knife. So it just like slides its blade into you. Let's see how it goes. Armor class 10?
Yep.
Might hit you. Interesting.
Might. Probably will.
Okay.
It was fun.
Doof. So yeah, it hits you, and we have some damage to deal. Okay. Okay. So you take 7.
Oh.
That
And
is
7's
quite
a
low.
low roll.
Oh.
So it
D6.
slides its blade into you,
Yeah.
and with a sudden start, you realise that you're bleeding. And as your blood like patters on the ground, there are a couple shrubs and bushes, which just seemed entirely nondescript a couple moments ago. Except now you see these maybe 4 or 5 feet tall men in like long flowing green robes that seem to be made of leaves and also seem to be growing out of them. They step out of the foliage essentially, and just you see their hands extend into these long razor-like claws. And then it's initiative. Hey Carson, hi there. You're going to get attacked.
Well, it was fun knowing this character.
I can't help you.
Cool. So, Carson, you were attacked twice by the same creature. The creature now up in with you makes 2 more attacks.
It makes
Interesting
2 more
fact-
attacks.
Yep.
Only. Well.
Interesting
it's fun.
fact: it won't be dealing the same amount of damage. It has sneak attack, which is why it dealt so much damage on the first blow. But you take 8 more damage.
Alright, down to 12.
Okay. Your token's not updating. Why is that?
Yeah, oh, I'm writing it on paper, but I can.
Oh, just click the token and update it on there for me. Okay. And so this humanoid fey creature of flowing foliage attacks you, Obo. Like you have maybe just enough time to notice Carson get attacked, and then there's more of them, and it attacks you.
Wait, something's attacking me?
A block burst only 2. God,
Oh, I can help you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do me.
Yay, I
Obo.
can do assistance.
What is your initiative? Your AC.
It's like a 14.
Yeah. So perhaps you hear a rustle behind you, and then a blade just like scythes past your face as these like razor sharp talons emerge from these people. And then it's Pickle. You're still hidden, so nobody's noticed you.
Pickle, save us.
What do you do?
Oh, I almost clicked the hang up button. Oops.
I know, obvious trap is obvious.
Yeah. Dang it, I can't zoom in. There we go. There's D, Y, C, I, and O. These three. Are there any of the others?
Say that again. Sorry.
Oh, I think Skype's messing around with me for the
Yeah,
auto
you have a
volume.
bad case of the static.
Yeah, I became a
I
robot.
think you've become a robot.
Oh, I know what it is. I need to plug in my wireless headphones. But, I'm just gonna sneak attack D. My short bow. See what happens.
D.
D.
You maybe run through aggro E and C, just so I don't.
Oh!
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Whoosh. So an arrow sinks into the back of the female tree lady, and this green sticky sap sprays onto you, Carson. And you see the serene visage of like Bark just contort into this hated mask. The eyes burn a horrible red.
Oh, you'll be interesting to dissect.
Okay.
And then I'll be hiding again.
Okay. Make a hide with disadvantage.
19.
Okay. Yeah, and the pack does not know where you are. Cool. Obo. Oh wait, no, C. Yeah. C attacks Brodka. Whoop.
Ooh.
Brodka, your AC, it is fearsome, but does it beat
15.
a 11?
15.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
it does.
fine. You feel like these razor sharp claws just like skate over your armor.
Yeah.
So Obo, what do you do? When they come
Alright,
for you, bad boys.
So I look behind me and I see these two things and I'm like, betrayal! Betrayal!
It literally looks like the bushes have just sprouted muscles and claws.
Oh,
Well, alright then. If you ask for it. Cast Barkskin. Because Barkskin is nice. And then I'm gonna shapeshift into a giant spider.
Oh yeah. Roll up your
Oh
HP.
yeah. Oh yeah. 40, 10 plus 4. Is it a large monster? It is. Let's do the health roll first. Hey.
Cool.
We're having a
And
good time.
Are you up for putting that health bar onto your token for me?
I can do that.
Okay, so it's a bonus action for you to shift because you're an awesome druid, and standard action
Yeah,
cast
man.
Barkskin. So is there anything else you're doing?
Yep. There's nothing else I can do.
Okie dokes. So, why? Because Carson. Carson, you're attacked.
really?
Yep.
Yep.
Am I that dangerous?
So
Roll a
one of
natural
these bush monsters runs towards you. Its claws scythe into you, and your blood begins to drip, mingling
Less than a
with the
12, less than a
undergrowth.
12, less than a 12.
Less than a 12.
You have
Let's
so much health.
pray.
You don't need to worry, man. You're fine. It inflicts a terrible rending cut that removes 6 of your valuable
Alright,
HP.
6 HP.
And Obo, you're attacked. Boop. AC the
Wait, hold on,
giants.
hold on.
Yes.
Where's the initiative for Carson's imp?
It doesn't have one. It goes on his.
Oh. Wait, but like, familiars are independent creatures who do as they please during battle.
Well, good for them. It goes on Carson. So, O attacks you. Its
Alright.
sliding talons just like ripping towards you. 22 is better than a giant spider's AC, so
It's better than 16 AC because bark skin goes through to the spider.
And could you make a con save, please? You take 2 points of damage to your giant spider form.
Okay, how much con does a giant... Okay, it has less con than when I've been doing. Alright, so I'm gonna roll a normal con save, just take away 1. Like 1 modifier.
Cool. Cool.
So that's...
So you see this thing just like
4.
rend your chitinous hide as this spider, and like the bark just sloughs off you and falls around you in like desiccated leaves. You're no longer bark skinned. And Rotka.
Wait, sorry, what effect did that have?
Concentration. You took damage.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
so Brotka. Foul
So
treachery.
Brotka-
The trees are attacking.
The trees are attacking. And during this attack, I remember a vision I got during that drunken rampage of flaming bonfires. And I remember, or I gained this ability from my god to channel divinity, radiance of the dawn, and cast it. Like I raise my emblem of my god, and a flaming fire just bursts around like everywhere around me.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
So that's DC and Y make wisdom save against
That
my
is
30.
accurate. Constitution. This is not going to go well for the Fae. I feel
Yeah.
as
They
though the Fae
betrayed
are
us.
about
We
to
were,
burn.
we're so friendly, not trying to manipulate their minds or anything.
Do. Okay. And roll 2d10 plus 3.
10
What was the
plus
save DC?
2. 13.
13. Okay. Well, so doop, doop, and but not very happy. Okay.
We're still alive. Might
Um,
survive.
Okay. Cool. So the more aggressive female tree entity just bursts into like ashes. It's almost like a Pompeii scene, or that scene from Terminator where she's holding onto the wire link fence when the nuclear detonation occurs. The other two, the smaller ones, one of them just turns into a charred pile of ash. But why? Because you did the power. But why? I'm gonna do that every time. But why just kind of like singes? You see all the leaves blacken, the bark like goes dark, but underneath the beating like sinuous muscle just begins to bleed like this green sap. And that is your go?
Yeah, that's my go.
Cool. Carson
Yes.
Foley, your enemies have died.
Yes,
Some of
they've
them.
fallen before me. No, it's time to retreat. And run for my life.
Mm.
And yep, I'm disengaged here.
Cool. D is no longer among the living. eye attacks the giant spider. D20, not D200.
So now it only has to pass through 14 AC rather than 16.
So yeah, its razor sharp claws just skitter off your chitin. Like rain on a tin roof. Pickle, you remain hidden.
How do I make spider noises?
Usually.
I don't know.
Obviously, I'm a spider, and I'm so happy. Scooch, 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 scooch.
I don't want to kill you.
I am a spider. Alright.
Oh, I need to select my token.
Yeah,
Going to lean out and take a shot at Y.
Why? Sorry, it's a compulsion at this point. Go for it.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. So your arrow sinks into Y, and there's like almost like this double image. You see like the mass of like this sinuous muscle just kind of like explode in a shower of gold to a cartwheel, and at the same time the like cloak of leaves just kind of like blows back like an anime person that's been punched. It is no more among the living.
Yeah, okay. I will duck through the ruined building and hide in another spot.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oh, wow.
Hmm?
I am glad I'm a halfling.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 11. Holy shit.
Yeah, double ones.
11 plus 4. That's...
Halflings are amazing
So
creatures.
you are still hidden as you move through the ruins of the town. C is no longer among the living. So Obo's a giant spider. What is your
I am.
turn?
It would be enjoyable if I could smack the one that attempted to smack me first.
Go for it.
Alright, quickly, giant spiders do indeed have a +5. Yes. And then they have a whole bunch of effects if I hit. Okay, that's it.
Roll up your damage.
Alright, 1d8 plus 3 damage, and the target must take a whole bunch of... Make a constitution saving throw. Yeah, so that's the regular damage, and then you need to take a constitution saving throw for I.
Do I? So
Yes.
as your as your fangs sink into eye, it goes and limp and collapses. I don't need to make a con save if it's dead.
You don't need to make a con save if it's dead. Righto.
Its buddy attacks you. Boop.
That.
And you once again have this sound of like rain skittering over your chitin. So fun being a spider.
But even
Brodgar,
with me.
your enemies
It
have fell
tickles.
before your might, but one yet
Yeah.
still lives and is bothered by your shape-shifting spider companion.
Can I throw a weapon over the spider? A spear?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
You're probably gonna hit me if you do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not outside the bounds of possibility.
It
I
isn't.
don't- It's also gonna be on a disadvantage because I'm too far away, so
And it like
I-
half cover too.
do you give it half cover? I guess I'm gonna dash to Obo's side and just be there then.
Okie dokes.
Thank
So,
you, Brodgar.
Here.
I'm glad that you're not as alarmed as the gnome was when I turned into something.
Yeah, I saw you transform.
Okay.
So Carson Foley.
I reach out my hand and an eye appears in my palm that shoots purple laser.
Blop! Fire him a laser. So it like passes
Jesus
between Obo's chitinous legs, like one leg's left, one leg's right. Strikes this creature in the face, and you just see like blue flames burning out of its forehead. It does, however, seem to still have some semblance of clinging to life. Pickle, what do you do?
That's the last one. I'll use my bonus action to dash out and draw my short sword as I move up and slash at it, or well, pierce it.
Okie dokies.
Oh,
Managed to avoid hitting it, and it yet lives.
would it have known I was coming? Since I was hidden?
That is true. You could argue for advantage. I shall give it a perception saving throw against getting shanked in the side. What is your dexterity? It's +4.
Yes.
Okay, and your stealth
+8
is
on my stealth.
Okay, so DC is 8 plus 4 plus proficiency, which is doubled. So DC is 16, 8 and 8. Cool. Let's see if it can beat an 16. Oh no! So I think for a moment, out of the corner of its eye, it sees a blur, and then it just gets the sword like thrust through it sideways, and it goes and just you pull your short sword out, and it's just covered in this green sap. It's like just sticky, and the creature just goes and is dead. So the combat's over, and you find yourself standing in the center of town, with a giant spider and some rapidly disappearing corpses. The vines seem to just grow up around them and swallow them into the ground. You can make out places where the cobblestones like shift sideways as the vines like grow out. You can see the door that leads to the great tree that is the town hall. What do you do?
We should probably take a short rest, Kalle.
Well, I mean, I turn to the group, and I realize that Carsten's very hurt. And I look at him, and without realizing in spider form, I'm all like, just like attempting to say things to him.
I start retreating. Sorry, kidding.
Pickle's wondering how he can fit a.
No,
spider
actually,
in that
I
spider.
cast speech, and I'm like, "Hello, spider."
At the
Over.
point, I mean, you could just telepathically communicate with it.
No, I
He
don't even have to do that because I have beast speech.
I understand common.
Yeah, no, look here. I can cast speak with animals instantly. So
Okay.
I do that,
Hi.
and then I'm like, oh, Spider-Man. Hello, good work, Over. You saved my arse.
I didn't do shit, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. But you...
He saved your ass.
Alright, Hrothgar, I'll admit it. I am forever slightly in your debt.
Slightly.
And I think as you say that, Carson, you just see the hand that holds the blade soaked in your own blood just slip beneath the vines as they like thrash and churn, and like a little drop of blood just rolls off it as it catches the moonlight.
Should we take a look-see at said blade, or did the blade actually go into the earth with the person?
The blade is actually part of the creature, and the creature rapidly gloops back into the formless array of nature from which it emerged.
Can I try to cut it?
Yeah, make a dexterity save. Do you like leap for the blade and like cut off the arm?
No, I want to dissect it. This is scientific.
Oh, well, if it's not like you're leaping for something, the thing like gloops back into... Like, you'd be dissecting vines beneath your feet.
I do that.
Okay. How long do you persist until you realise that you're just doing horticulture?
Enough to last for a short rest.
Okay, so what's
Carson, you need to stop. It's time to stop.
There's a secret here. I must know. I can't. Let's go.
Okay. So what's the plan for the rest of you? Is it a short rest? Is that the plan?
I mean, if it's a short rest, I'm gonna opt out of being a spider.
Like,
That sounds
I
like
prefer short rest because I can get slightly more XP and get 2 spell slots back. Or the only spell slots I have, correctly.
and I get my Radiance of the Dawn back.
Yeah, Jolly good.
And it's almost as if I never did anything other than cast a level 2 spell, which didn't do jack anything, unfortunately.
Okay, doke. So we'll take a break here, and we'll come back with the results of your short rest. In the meantime, Brodgar, could you roll 2d200s?
I wish to have my minion like walk the perimeters and check out.
What was it? Roll
Roll
D100.
Yep,
Yeah.
twice. Okay. And I think I would also like you to roll something else, which I will find for you in a second. Could you also please roll a d4?
Is that bad?
Probably.
Okay. So yeah, we'll come back to you in a bit. So for the moment, smile into the cameras. And